Bah, bah. Power Hour botswanapapi made it home from New Jersey. And he has a New Jersey on, right? New Jersey.
Oh, I
How you
like
doing,
what you
mate?
did there.
How you doing, Papi Lapi? You good?
Oh man, I am tired. I'm tired. I am very very it was a great vibe. Such an electric vibe.
Tell me. We are here to
Um
hear your experience.
oh my goodness.
Walk us through the Vitality
So
Stadium
so
and
so
the hot dog donut fight between the Arsenal fans.
I actually did not catch wind of that until a lot later.
You're too busy
Uh,
going mental, right?
Yeah, no, it was crazy. I mean, I have to applaud. I mean, okay, the Arsenal fans that were, behaving not so cordially, that that's just them. I think it's just an isolated event. There was a lot of amazing interaction from just different not just even just Manchester United and Arsenal fans. There was like people that were, matter of fact, in the very short appearance after the game yesterday, you saw there was a Spurs fan that was just also celebrating, enjoying it was such an electric vibe. And I think it was actually a little bit more you know poignant for a lot of the players because Old Trafford's capacity I think is 74,000, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this MetLife Stadium had 82,262 people going ooh boo. It was that was really really something special. And also, by the way, it's a milestone to celebrate for how far, I'm gonna have to call it soccer, how far soccer has
Ah,
come.
soccer.
I'm sorry, I have to call it that, and because it is actually something to sit back and actually look at it as the progress of football in general. It's not about the Americanization or whatever. It's just the growth of the
Can,
sport. And go
can
ahead,
I
Nick.
add?
You want to say something?
Can I add something? It's good for education because the only ball is round, but in America it's egg shaped, and you call it football. And you don't even play football; like it's more handball, man. Like we
Of
the
course.
football that you calling, and the only time you kick the ball is that you have a field goal, right? Right. So why are you calling it
True,
football?
true. I
Why
mean,
is it
no,
football?
that one I won't debate with you on it. I'm not American. I cannot defend it. It does not make
Oh
sense.
yeah,
And
kick. Yeah, you're Botswana. Yeah, you're Botswana.
but yeah, I'm from Botswana, but like it's just one of those things where, when you're in the UK, you say water. I mean, and then when you're in
What? No, no,
America,
no.
you
You
say
say
water.
water, water,
What?
water, water,
What?
water.
Like anyway, you pronounce the T, or maybe the T subdued in one other area. So it's whatever. It's potato, potato, whatever. Anyways, the hot dog fighter. I'm not gonna get
Zayn,
into that
Zayn was the hot.
one,
You
but
mean Zayn
I,
Miyasi? Was he there? The hot dog fighter? Big up
I was just
Argentina.
had I have to land this point about because it's actually something that somebody commented on one of the little match vlog videos or whatever. It was a comment that actually made me think about this is a milestone for football. And also I just like I know it's horrible, it's not like part of the competition to have normally to have penalty shootouts at the end, but I think that's a nice touch to it. It generates it gives a different experience to sort of what the average consumer here wouldn't necessarily always have. So that's just on the holistic side. But it was just beautiful to just also see how our kids were gelling together. My goodness. I just want to tell you guys this. The cameraman does not do justice, because you do not see the brilliance of Martinez. You do not really see the when Casemiro, sometimes he has ways of just influencing the opponent to not go a certain passing lane just
Mhm.
because of his positioning. Things like that. These intricacies that you sort of uh can miss out on when you're just watching it from a certain angle, or so that was really really fantastic to enjoy. I can't stress how amazing. Lisandro Martinez and Casemiro are. Lisandro Martinez, his anticipation every time, his positioning with when he looks at where the ball is and where the person that he's marking. Maguire, I could see there was one time when he got lost following Jesus. You're like, where are you going, Maguire? I had a bird's eye view.
You had a bird's eye view?
Yeah. I was not.
So
I was not next to Ten Hag.
So if you were watching Martinez and you said you heard a bird's eye view, it looked like a bird shitted on his head because he was all like this. Right? No?
Well, yeah. The hairstyle,
The hairstyle looks like some seagull just flew by and just said, you know what I mean? But I mean, sorry. Cut.
But anyway, that was the movements of our players is incredible. Also to see what the chemistry that's building, the triangle passing lanes, that it's the goal that we scored is from a long ball, the first one,
that was
yes, the long ball from Heaton finds Maino finds Bruno, even the second one, Maino also is the person that sends the ball from deep, and then Gabriel makes a mess of it. So Maino is just as wonder kid. He's special. He's really, really special. He is amazing. You have to give the guy his props, and I hope Ten Hag, gives him. I hope he plays the Garnacho role. Well, that he has a
100%.
type of experience. Not you know what I mean by saying Garnacho role, like coming off the bench and for the last few minutes of the game. So that's my hopes for him. Even though I also feel like sometimes maybe being a starter and getting 90 minutes at, say, Luton Town would actually benefit him. But I think the learning under Ten Hag and Casemiro, and it's going to benefit him in the long run. So
guys, you have to excuse me. You two have to chat for each other. My father's trying to reach me twice. So I got to take this call. Hang on a second, guys. Before I go on and speak to my dad quickly to tell him that I'm in a live stream. He's old. He's like 76, turning 80 old. No, I think he's 80 years of age. But big up for DW Digital for becoming a member. And he upgraded to become a realist first team player as well. Oh my daisy, that's a first team player. Even a big
Yes,
that's a smash and grab. First team player. You're the first one. You're the first one to join our starting 11. DW, welcome to the team. And you'll be well coached by none other than Papi Kulo, myself, Jay Daly. Oh my God. First one to become a first realist TV player. That's huge, massive.
Amazing.
Big up and big shout out to you, Mr. DW Digital. But, I have to excuse myself, gents, because my papa is calling me on WhatsApp and I got to take it. He's not here. He's kind of an old man, 80 years of age.
Go talk to Papa Ruby. Go talk to Papa Ruby.
I got to it's Papa Ten Hag.
Oh my God.
So tell me, Poppy, how was the game? How was it? Did the New York crowd like soccer?
They loved it. They actually, I think Ten Hag set the precedent by saying we don't do friendly games. Like, we don't play friendly games. So it was really much because there was a competitive edge to it that we needed. I'd say it's actually our first real friendly and our first real game in this preseason period, and the crowd were with the players every moment. The Sancho moment, the Sancho goal. Let's just sit on that. It was incredible to hear that many people. Just that was really special. And I also have to just credit also, you could see for me, Ten Hag looked a lot more active from the dugout too. It was very interesting
when Bruno came and took Ten Hag with him because he was arguing with the referee and And
Ten
that's what
Hag
I
is
want
already
from my
like
pep.
he's on go mode already. He's like, well, competing. It starts now. We have to win every game. So that was just amazing, and I can't wait to see what happens. Yes, my Maino is fire. Kobe Maino is fire. I agree with you.
And he's
Fully
back.
talk. Hey.
Oh,
So
you're on mute,
so
mate.
Greetings from my papa. He called him from Belgrade, Serbia. So basically, he's like pushing 80.
Ah.
Ex-footballer. I told him, Dad, I cannot speak to you. What? It's like I'm on YouTube. What the hell is YouTube? So he's like, technology in my ass. I just taught him to use smartphone, right, and how to use WhatsApp, and now he's like he can't get
Mhm.
enough of it. So every time he catches Wi-Fi, like Papa Ruby's nice, like he's giving me a call. So he's been calling in like 3-4 times. I had to call him up to say, look, we're talking Manchester United. Okay, Manchester United, bye. He loves Manchester. Anyway, what did I miss? Papa Ruby is good as well. Yes, 100%. Yeah, he's on fire too. Top bins from Sancho, 100%. That was a top bin score. When you saw the Jadon Sancho goal, man, my God, how was the stadium? Was it lit up?
Oh, I think I answered that question telling you. I think that there was a collective whoa, like it was just such a, oh man. I hope he remembers and soaks in that moment, because that this is the time for us to get behind Sancho and actually back him to keep going in that way. I mean, I've heard, he's not like the Dortmund Sancho yet, but he's very close. He's now his identical brother. And I think it's going to
I have
be,
a theory. I have a theory.
yeah.
We recruited in his twin brother, Jason Sancho, right? Now this is the real Jadon Sancho that are appearing, because Jadon Sancho, like, he's sent his clone Jason, right? To,
Yes.
like, to stink up the place for 2 years. And the real Jaden, where's the real Jaden? Please turn up, right? So he turned up.
Yes.
That's my theory. It's crazy.
That's
It's a
hilarious
Sunday roast
theory, bro.
theory.
When
No.
it comes to Sancho, I just have to say, he's been played in the false nine in all the friendlies.
Mhm.
What does that tell me? It tells me that Eriktenhag wants to play Anthony dos Santos on the right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So where is Sancho's role?
that's the big
Is
question.
this an experiment? Are
I
we
think
going to
so.
do this through the season and play Jaden in the false nine, or is he competing for the right side, the winger? I'm not sure if Ten Hag trusts him. That's the thing.
I think
And
Jadon Sancho will be featured as a false nine. And that's the 2 games in a row he's been playing him as a false nine. And then that kind of
Mhm.
tells you the story, according to my opinion. I don't know what you think. He has no position. Yeah,
Exactly.
he has
Exactly.
no position. He's a floating joker, right? Whenever you play poker, like, you have the joker. That can be whatever
Yeah.
card you want. That's Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, but in a way, it's a bit concerning, I if I was Jadon Sancho, I would feel a little bit misplaced because he's not a false nine. He's a right winger, or maybe a left winger. I don't
Oh,
know. So is this his way to, like, maybe Ten Hag is triggering him and say, okay, you're not good enough to play on the right. You have to show me, and he just put him in a position and
show
triggers
me
him.
the meaning of being lonely. I have a new Sancho. I'm gonna call him now. From now on, I'm gonna call him Jaden Pancho. He punched that ball. He punched that ball. Really, the way he smacked that ball. I mean, smack that on the floor. Smack that. Give me some more. Smack that.
I hear
Um,
you. He smacked it to the top bin. He that was and the fact that he has that's one thing that I love about him, the composure that Sancho has when he's in the box. He knows I'm picking my spot, and that's we'll see more of that. I mean, we remember
oh
when
yeah.
he did put Van Dyke on
Oh yeah,
citizens
on his
arrest.
ass.
Mm.
Sit down. You're not going anywhere.
Yes.
Sit, boy. Sit, boy.
So
So
Rosmano has a point. He says it's this season or never for
Yeah.
Sancho at United.
It's
So
now
this
or
is,
never,
yeah.
like an Elvis song.
mhm.
Yeah, I have
I'm curious who was your man of the match, guys. You might have
Oh,
already
yeah.
talked about it,
We're
sorry,
gonna
but
we're gonna speak about it because I have a new person I haven't seen before, and that is Oz Fave. Sorry, man. Oz Fave Footy Talk. Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I haven't seen you before. When you say Oz, is it Australia, Aussie, 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 or let us know. Hello, guys. What do you think about? What do you think United will finish next season? Oh, that's an end of the show question, I reckon. Should we take it now, guys, or should we just park the bus
end of
for
the show
later?
question.
End of the
Yeah.
show. Oz, sorry, we'll
Do we
discuss
do
that
we
in
assume that he's Aussie, or maybe he's like a Black
Wizard of
Sabbath
Oz.
fan, like
Oh
Aussie
yeah, Aussie,
Oscar?
Aussie, 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 Aussie. Right? I don't know.
Beautiful logo, Oz.
Yeah, it is. It is bigger. We discuss that later, Ozzy. Just remind us that we will come back to you. I will star this up so you can move on. So, Jarvis, you have the control. What did you want to bring up from the VER room?
Oh, it was just with Stephanie on the Sancho thing. Problem for Sancho is that he has to get past poster boy Rashi and Ten Hag's son Anthony. Yeah, and that's the big obstacle because we all know who Ten Hag's preferred wingers is in this system. But and we also have Garnacho, we have Pilestri, we have a lot of good wingers up
Ahmad,
and
yeah.
coming. So Ahmad, yeah, so it's going to be tough for Sancho, and I see this for his way to play his way into the team. He has to show it now in the summer transfer window, and and what he's done yesterday was great. He showed us glimpse of what he can do, and also he also did that in the last, I would say, 4 to 5 games at the season when he played at the right wing. So
Yeah.
maybe he's back, maybe.
I see in the comment, Rashmano is commenting again. Sancho looks much sharper this preseason. Hope he proves it. Yeah, I mean, this is the year of the punch, the year of the kung fu punch. You know what I mean?
That's the
Mm.
yeah of the
May the
punch.
force be with you. Ooh. Wax
Yeah,
on,
but
wax off, Sancho.
George Best is not that positive. He says he will be sold 100%.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
He-
Maybe this preseason is to pimp him up a little bit. I don't know. We don't know. That's the
Ten
thing.
Hag loves to have a passion, a project that he passionately evolves and surprises us. He's done a few experiments where we end up being like, hold on, and then it
No.
starts working, and then Sancho all of a sudden is
Listen,
a excellent or very good false nine
yeah.
option.
Gentlemen, enlighten me. Just I'm gonna take you back in memory lane. Last preseason, Sancho, he was on fire, electrifying. Remember, the first
Mm.
couple of games, he was excellent. Then something happened to Sancho, and we all know what happened. His mental health, a lot of things happened around him. We covered this with Dele Alli's story as well. Same thing happened to Sancho. Apparently, like one of his best mates was killed, murder or something. Then he had 2 deaths in 1 week, and that kind of broke him in a way.
Mm.
But just want to take you back to memory lane, like remember preseason, and this is a much fitter, sharper Sancho. Worked. He'd been sent away to take therapy, like Dele Alli has, like mental therapy, cognitive therapy, and
Mm.
clearly he's been working like by himself with private coaching for the past 5-6 weeks at least, not slacking off. Like we saw Casemiro, he was like balloon face. That guy's like been letting it go, like Papo Corral. He looked like a
Mm.
moon face, right? Cool. So I think that what we saw that run with Sancho, he was working hard. He was sprinting, chasing, pressing. That was not the Sancho we saw like on the mid-season. Sancho was pressing, doing hard work. Now coming back to Rashmano, can you read this?
Yeah, he said last season Sancho was always taken off around the 65 minute, which says his fitness wasn't great. So
Yeah.
we expect better things from Jadon Sancho this season. He
That
plays
might be
more.
one of the things that he worked on, to be honest, like, over preseason now.
Yeah.
Fitness, lots of running. Because we saw how he was running with the ball without stopping. He was fast. Like, Hussein Bolt was kind of looking at the sideline, clocking him like, woohoo.
Mhm.
Benny McCarthy was doing hula hoops, like, by watching that. And you can see how Ten Hag was celebrating for his goal. Like, he was so proud. Like the
Yep.
Papa gave him chances. So I don't think Sancho is going anywhere, to be honest. This is the year of the Sancho, the punch.
Mhm.
And I think Phil Standish can back him because he's the guardian of the Sancho.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have a clarification from us. He says that it's a mix of my last name and middle name because I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, big up, brother Nigeria.
Who would have thought? From Australia to Nigeria, we were guessing Australia.
Oh, well, look who saw you all the way from Botswana to New York. Boy. We got Africa in the house.
Yes,
Big
my
up,
brother.
Corey. Joe
And
Blackman is in
Joe
the house.
Blackman,
He's
don't
back for
forget
more.
to drop a like, people. We need more likes. That's our currency,
Mr.
please. And we
Blackman is
don't
in the
take
house.
dividends.
Wicked, wicked, wicked. Don't forget to drop a like, people, for the Sunday roast. For the Sunday roast, raise a toast, whatever you're drinking. I'm having my usual, you know what I'm
I need to
drinking?
get a refill.
Coffee.
I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, yes.
Boom.
Commercial break. Poppy going for coffee. Seriously, okay. Let's remove Poppy from the stream while he's not there. Listen, I'm excited about this season. I think I have a sort of a, when you're falling in love, right? When you have those
Mm,
butterfly feelings in your stomach, and there's something you can't, you just wake up positive every morning. And you think, wow, this is something really beautiful. Every morning I
mm,
wake up and I feel positive, like, ever since Ten Hag came into this team, it is just like it's a love story for me. Like,
mm,
I love everything that he's doing, the way he's now composed and speaking in the media, the way he's taking care of the players, the team, his rules and principles, but he's also the father figure, right?
mm, mm.
He puts an arm around them, right? So I feel for some reason so goddamn confident that, we are, this season is Ten Hag is going to be lethal. The only way up is to finish second or even come challenging for the title, right? I know it's too early to say, but why not? If you kind of, I say we're 2 players away for being a challenging team. We got the goalkeeper, we need the striker, and we need another midfielder. Probably, if Harry Maguire goes, I think we're quite covered on the centre back area. So perhaps, because science tells you we brought in, what's his name now, Johnny Evans, right? I don't know
Mhm.
if it's going to be there for 1 year or not, but if that's a backup for Harry Maguire, to be honest, experience, right?
Johnny
Maybe,
Evans, he looked good.
yeah. So that kind of leads into the question that Oz was asking: where do we finish next season? It's too early to say, but my gut feelings say, if I may enlighten myself, maybe I should pass down to the gentlemen below that haven't had any sleep. Poppy, you're always positive. Take it away. Power, power, shot.
Mickey, what if I wasn't feeling? I'm kidding. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. Here's the thing. I think we will definitely end up in a Champions League position, definitely. And I
We are already
think
in Champions League, man.
no. I thought we're talking about where we will end in the
Oh,
league.
yeah, deep
So
indeed. Yeah,
yes,
deep, deep, deep. Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
And bear in mind, I think these 5 positions, there's a 5th spot now. I think that's going to be open for a Champions League place. So I know the competition is going to be really tough, but I think we'll be 3rd. At the end of the day, I think we'll be 3rd in the league, and in the Champions League competition, we're going to go all the way to the quarterfinals or semis.
You sing this from the same Spotify list as Rushmana because he absolutely cloned what you said. 3rd again, but not much closer to 2nd. I don't know. I go with you, Jarvis, because Jarvis is always the little bit more conservative Norwegian
Mm.
style. So, Jarvis, solo layout. Where do you reckon we'll finish?
Yeah, it's hard to say at the moment because we don't know all the transfers. But let's assume we get Hoylund and Amrabat in. Then we have like
Yeah. I mean, on the
a-
current situation, Jarvis, you know that we are talking to Amrabat and Hoyland. So yeah, let's
mm,
just assume you get them in.
yeah, and then we have a balanced squad and that tells me we can compete on all fronts. We can compete in the Champions League, we can compete in the league, we can compete in the cups, because we can rotate our team and still have a strong team every game. That tells me that we are closer to the top than we were last year. So last year we went third, we came to the FA Cup final, and we won the League Cup. So I would say that we semi-final in the Champions League, that will be great. I think we can maybe be in the race for the Premier League, but we're not there yet. So maybe second, and I think maybe we will grab one of the cups. Ten Hag looks like a great cup manager, so maybe either the League Cup or the FA Cup. That's
You
my
can have my
prediction.
cup if you want.
And my cup.
Yeah. Now, big up to you. Some people is saying like, Chelsea will win it all. How dare you, says Greta Thunberg. Now,
He
okay.
said we'll be first or second. That's funny.
No, no, no. We will be
Yeah, but
first.
that's a good point. Chelsea and Liverpool will be better this season than last
No,
than
I
last
don't
season.
think so. I don't think so. Chelsea would be a flop. I think so.
Why do you say there'll be a flop?
It's Chelsea. It's Chelsea. Todd Bowley is done in madness. He messed it up in the whole transfer window. Still hasn't landed Casado. They were very confident. He's clueless, to be honest, right? He messed the whole team system up. Fire 3 manager. You got a new one. I mean, big up, new manager. You're not going to finish in top 4.
That was last season, though. That was last
but
season, and
but they let go a lot of players. They're
cleared
selling
out
a lot
some
of
dead
players.
wood. They've cleared out some dead wood. They've got a manager who specializes in youth, and they've got a team that's primarily made up of youth, and they have some. Nkunku is looking good. Mudryk finally broke the curse. It's Chelsea actually going to be. Yeah, we now saw Mudryk scored a goal. I think Chelsea are going to be very,
finally
very top hitters. I don't know where.
For a Meek Dan James B-Tech version. Meek. Right? No, I don't believe so. Yeah, keep going, puppy.
No, but I just want to just say we shouldn't underestimate. Here's the Chelsea and Newcastle are just teams that we shouldn't underestimate. I feel like, I don't know about how Spurs is going to go because they got a very big piece of the puzzle that might not be a part of the project. But Chelsea and Newcastle, we have to make sure we keep an eye on those two teams. Newcastle, obviously we're talking right now, but like we don't know until the window really closes where the strengths will be. We'll be making a more educated guess a little bit later. But right now, Chelsea are going to be really, really, really strong.
I hold my beer and
You've got the receipt right here.
I got the receipt right there from Rushmano, by the way.
Yes.
And he agrees with me that Chelsea would struggle. Too many new additions in short period, plus adding on a new manager, Maurizio Pochettino. That's another embedding time. They're not settled yet to wait. They have no. I mean, Todd Bowley has no clue. He wants to win it now, and the way he does it is just purchase a mishmash of players that doesn't work. And you still
watch him get somebody to complement Enzo.
Yeah, but they're struggling. They are struggling with the finances at the moment, right? They were confident to get a Casado, but Casado, nothing. They ain't gonna get him unless they fork up the money, right? And they are in a big financial mess, right? So, what did they get? Like, okay, they sold off a lot of players. They sold Mason Mount off. Thank God you sold off Mountain Dew. What else do you have? You sold off. You're selling off Callum Hudson-Odoi. All the kids you're selling out, and what did you left in the midfield? To be honest, right? Everyone's left. If we talk about who's left, we talk about
they have in the midfield.
Yeah,
I mean, Enzo. Do you see? Have you seen how good he was? Just plug and play, Enzo. Yeah. Did you see? Yeah, he's quality.
He's quality. That's the only thing they have.
So but it's what about complementing Enzo, and then they're done in the midfield. And they have an attack that's more or less gonna be ready. I don't know. I'm reading it a little bit too much.
Is gone. Who do they have? Who are you gonna play in the midfield? What? Tell me. You tell me.
I mean, they have
Enzo
to
Fernandez.
figure out what that plan is with Gallagher, first of all, because Gallagher
Gallagher.
is a player who looked good at one point, but then, like, he comes to Chelsea where there's no actual proper coach. And then, but we saw what
Okay.
Vieira can do with him. I'm
Okay.
sure if he has
All
a
right.
real
So
coach,
you
he can.
kudos. You bought in Nkunku, right? Nkunku is not a striker. He's an inverted winger. Who are you going to play on top? Yeah. Are you going to play Lukaku? Lukaku, who did a stinker, he went to flirt with Juventus, came back. Oh, I'm sorry, hey, but bing, you get out of here, go back to Chelsea, eh? Like he went to Chelsea, he didn't even go on pre-tour. He's training with the kids. They don't even want to see him. So who are they going to play on top? No,
Yeah,
they're
no,
not
I
going to
mean, they
finish.
have to buy a striker too. I mean, they're also
They're going to
in the
end up
market
in
for a striker.
Conference League, max 6th, 5th, Europa League. That's it.
But I just want to
We will
add,
see. Yeah. Go ahead,
Mick,
Javi.
Nkunku played as a number 9 yesterday, and Chelsea won over Brighton 4-3. 4-3. But they play with Gallagher and Santos in the midfield, and Nkunku as the striker, Sterling. So they have a good team. They can compete. But yeah, I agree with you, Mick. I don't think they will be in the top, but I think they will be better than
Okay.
last season. And
Anyone?
yeah.
Anyone? So leave them alone. I mean, where did they finish? 11th or 10th this season. So jumping up from 10th, 11th to be in the top 4, that's a big leap, to be honest. No, it ain't gonna happen. According to my opinion, though, that's my opinion. But what about the Scousers? What have the Scousers recruited? Because they sold off Henderson now to aging midfielder to Saudi Arabia. I don't know, where did he go to? Al what the fuck, or what was it called?
Oh, what the fuck?
I watched Fabrizio Romano. Every time he went to Jordan Henderson, big news, is going to accept it. Al Fatica, fuck. I was like, fuck. Funny. No, jokes aside, but big up for him and his career. And apparently, I also saw credible reports coming from Saudi Arabia. And it's account with over 500,000 followers on Twitter, saying that there's a genuine interest for Anthony Martial to Saudi Arabia. Now, personally, they are the only ones that could sort of pay his wages and more. And they are the only ones that are crazy enough, because it's a PR. It's a league that they want to build up, so they want to have names, right? Do you think they will buy him for 40, 50? Let's always remember. What was that? What?
I go back.
You too fast, Jarvis. Kit Kat fingers! Oh my God!
Yo,
Kepa.
they have no
Mendy,
respect for Kepa.
Menda Kepi, like, who are they going to play? Not even if they clone those two together, they're not good enough. Honest to God. That's a shambles. They brought in Mendy, and now Kepa is playing. I don't know. They to be honest. Guys, I'll fuck. Sorry, YouTube algorithm is kind of gonna ban me for saying this, but YouTube algorithm, we are speaking FAQ, frequently asked questions. You know what I mean? The abbreviation. When you say that, it becomes like Liverpool. Okay, I don't know what Scouts is gonna do, but Scousers, I don't know. They will be in the top 4, I think. Honest to God. I think we'll finish second, challenging for first. It's too early for the commitment. We take it game by game. But if we get those vital signings in, like the striker of Højlund, like an Amrabat, and potentially go for a centre back, we are cooking, baby. We are cooking. Apparently, Suzuki might come in, but I hope that Heaton stays as well, because it's mint as well. We've shown this yesterday. Experience, that's what we need. We have leaders everywhere right now. So all of a sudden we look like we have squad depth, and this is something that we've been crying out for, right? And hopefully we stay injury free. We get a Rasmus Højlund to come in to provide that striking option. I don't think that Greenwood is going to stay. Obviously, he's not part of the tour. I think he's going to loan him out. Otherwise, he would be part training. So for me, it sounds like he's going off for a loan. So that's big up for him. He hasn't kicked the ball for over 12 months. So yeah, it makes sense. But to make leeway, I think he might go to Atalanta to play. You know what I mean? As a sort of swap deal kind of thing, like in negotiations. I don't know. What's your thoughts, regarding that? Anyone?
Jarvis.
You
I
do
do.
it, Poppy. It's up to
Poppy.
you.
You reckon
You
Mason's
got it.
going to go? You got it.
I think yeah, it's pretty clear he's got to go on loan. He's got to
Clear.
go on loan, and then unless we have a major crisis, we recall him. But like he's got to go on loan to find his match rhythm. He's pretty much just got to do what I nearly said, yeah. Anyway, there's a separate case. Sorry, but I was just thinking about Benjamin Mendy, but which he just turned a new leaf and went to France, and I think, um, you know, a move to Italy or France would be good for Greenwood
Yeah,
Hmm.
and get back
I
in
think
match
so.
rhythm. You
I
know,
think so. But he just became a father, so big up. I just want to say, everyone that's become a father know the feeling, and I just want to say congratulations. That's a hell of a way to sort of mature, like become a man, right? Right.
Hmm.
That's the thing, and that's the thing with Kylian Mbappe as well. If I makeshift, because what happened with PSG is to say basically. When Luis Enrique came in and say, like, I'm changing the strategy, no more Galacticos, nobody's bigger than the club.
Hmm.
They're trying to force him to sign a contract. His mother is now his agent. They're working as a family business, more money, more money. And they was so sneaky, like, Real Madrid, behind the doors has been negotiating. You come to us next season, we will give you extra money. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And now they've been
yeah,
caught red handed in the fingers caught in the cookie jar, like, caught on CCTV, like, So they basically say, you're not gonna fall for it. Like, you pay up now, or we will. Basically, they're pimping it up, like, and even Spurs are lining up right now, according to what I read in One Football. But the thing is, do you reckon Real Madrid can fork up the money? I mean, because obviously, if they want, they have to sell. Like,
Real Madrid, they always has some money. I don't know
yeah.
how they get it, but
hey,
they're a rich club. So if they want Mbappe, they can probably strike a deal with the PSG. I think
yeah, but
so.
Florian Perez is the mafioso there. He goes like, "Hey, Giuseppe, can you loan me 200 million, please? Okay, 20% interest, no problem, no problem, bada bing, eh?" So
Yeah, but Mbappe, he will be the signing of the summer if he goes to Real Madrid. It will be
boring.
so much
Kane,
hype. He will sell so many shirts, and the Real Madrid fans, they expect things like that. They always want the icing on the cake. The extra little special thing.
uh,
That's Real Madrid. So if they can do it, they will do it because I
all right,
think they want Mbappe.
they want Mbappe. Do we want Mbappe, though, Papi? Do we
Oh,
really
we
want
can
Mbappe?
only fantasize about having a player of Mbappe's quality. I know people have reservations about his ego, his want to control for whatever, but like this is a generational talent. We're not talking
Yeah.
Mason Mount. We're not talking. You have a chance to sign Mbappe, you sign Mbappe, and figure the rest out as you
Okay.
go on. Because this is if we're not talking Man United, imagine he goes to the other side of Manchester.
Yeah.
That's just the
Yeah.
cheat code that is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
illegal. That should, and go ahead.
No, I want to pose a question to everyone that's watching the stream. Interact for one as a
Yeah.
yes and two as a no. Just type that in the chat, and all of you that's watching the pundits here as well. Now,
Mbappe
for
to
me,
United, one or two.
yeah,
One
yeah, yeah,
and to finish on my one that like we already a transitional team that benefits off of a pacey need for a pacey strikers and pacey forwards all across the board, and we just need somebody that's also a different option than Rashford,
again,
so yeah, you can actually really cook if you have Mbappe. But I know
yeah,
it's a pipe dream until
Mm.
we can probably get the Qatar money in.
yeah.
It'll remain a pipe dream right now.
Big up.
Mm.
I didn't even finish my sentence, and people are writing twos already. Like, you haven't heard what Mick had to say here. Papa Mick has to say something. You better listen before you type. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna call Fabrizio Romano and complain. Seriously, my question they're posing to everyone in the VAR room and to the pundits here as well. Let's say for me, if you just stop and think, Mbappe's been like a spoiled brat. It is actually PSG's fault. They spoiled them. Like, he haven't had a father figure there. Basically, they thrown big money at him, gave him power, gave him a castle in France, and all that.
Mm,
Only to keep him, right? So he's been playing in a farmers league. So he needs to prove himself that, yeah, we've seen him in the France World Cup team carrying it. We know who Mbappe is, but he needs discipline. He needs discipline. So the question is, one, if it comes to Manchester United, do you think that Ten Hag will discipline him so he will be his father figure? Or two, he will just do what Mbappe does, whatever.
mm,
I'm bigger than the club. And that was the one and two, right? Because clear and obvious, you can go to Real and act like a diva, but you can't do that at Manchester United under Erik ten Hag. The reason why I'm saying that, on the one reference and one reference only, I'm talking about Ronaldo. Went to Piers
mm,
Morgan, and what did Erik ten Hag do? I'm not having it. Bang, out. That's disciplinary, right?
mm,
So I pose the question. People now starting to one. I see that Nicky is saying, Ahmad, uh, Adam is saying, William Connolly one. Kush, come on, come on. Listen, it's starting to become one, because if you understand who Ten Hag is, one. See, people kind of changing their minds. One, William, one. Hey, hey, finally I make something sense here, because if it comes to Manchester United, he will be put down to his shoes, right? You gotta fight for your
mm.
right. That's the thing, right? So maybe a move to Manchester United to play under Ten Hag is the best move for Kylian as a person. Somebody that can level him down to the ground. You just play football, son. Any other bollocking, you're out, right? It Ten. Oh my God, we'll bitch slap Mbappe's ass. Yeah, come on, bend over. Yeah, no, seriously. But I heard something that PSG are putting hard screws on their nuts at the moment. So basically, what they're saying, if you're not going to sign a contract, you're not going to play. This nobody's bigger than the club. You're going to sit on the bench. You're not going to play for 1 year. You can collect your salary. You're not going to play. Saudi Arabia is swooping in, so we can pay you big money, big salary for 1 year, and then Real can have it. But they said no. They want to sell him now, now, now. So question is, what would be the price with 1 year left on his contract?
Mm, mm. Madhouse has an interesting question. What's Mbappe's salary going to be at Man United?
Oof.
Zero
We're going too
commission.
far deep now.
Listen, I'm gonna call his mom to ask and say, you take on zero with performance based on it. Come and prove yourself, and then we discuss salary, right? Behave, follow the rules and principles, and then we can discuss salary. But for now, it's zero with 100% commission, right?
He's a volunteer. What? But
Voluntary,
that
right?
was.
No, that's not a bad idea. Come in and prove yourself first. Like, take zero first and commission based only. You get paid per scores, per behavior, per, how good you make Ten Hag's lattes and teas
Mm.
and whatever, those kind of things. Be a good boy. That's it. Anyway, we're just here having a Sunday roast, and that's what it is. Like,
Mhm. His
But what is
agent would be like,
Get out of here, man.
that doesn't sound like his mom. Can you tweak it a bit?
that's Mbappe's agent.
In France, in French as well, like,
Yeah. Are they saying £1 million a week for
Oh,
Mbappe?
no.
Yeah,
it
Are
would
you
be close to a
mad?
million, I bet you.
Oh, man.
650, 750, 850, something like that,
How
plus
old is he?
add-ons and
24.
goal scoring bonuses and stuff like that. So yeah, he
yeah.
will
How
be
old?
expensive.
How young is he still? Any
24,
20,
25,
24? Yeah. This
I
kid is
think.
already a billionaire, to be honest, so multimillionaire. He
Mm,
can just retire now, like, Then what? It doesn't make sense. Why would he go to Saudi for 1 year to play football in a sandstorm league? Doesn't make sense. That is
mm,
actually worse. You're actually playing in a sort of a B Tech. I don't rate League On, like, it's kind of below par for me. So why would you even downgrade to going even to a beginners league? You know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense. It's now or never. Like, it's who blinks first here, according to my opinion. Will
Because
Florian
maybe
Perez?
our cashy cash might be very interesting.
I'll
I
cash the
don't know.
cash. I'll cash the cash. I agree. But maybe Florian Perez, this is forcing his arms now. What are you gonna do now? Now he's sweating there in Madrid. Like, it's hot there. I know, but it's going like, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. I don't know what to do. I want Mbappe. I've been chasing Mbappe for 4 years. I only had a done deal. I swiped so many times. I swiped right on Tinder, and so many times I had the hits. But now I got the opportunity. Will he slip out of his fingers? Will it be so that this could be the bomber of the season? That if he goes to Manchester United, I swear to God, the fan base, no matter what you say, the fan base is going to go mental, right? You could say 2 or 1, but if he comes, that's going to be huge. That's like Cristiano Ronaldo coming, right?
I just want to comment to Kosh. You guys
Yeah.
are playing fantasy league football. Yes,
We are right now. It's Sunday roast, Kush. It's more relaxed on a Sunday, so we're just playing with the thought. That's the thing. But imagine if he comes, right? Imagine the number of shirts is going to be sold. Not that I don't want that to be under the Glazer ownership, but under, let's say, 92 Holding Foundation ownership, that they get him and then capitalize on this Mbappe story. But
We
personally,
always have a surprise signing every window, and Mason Mount was not a surprise. I mean, Onana is little, but not really. Like it's
Onana is
like,
crazy. Onana is crazy.
so yeah. I hope this fantasy that we that we're talking about today happens. But yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would obviously sacrifice our chances for like going for even understudy forward, like, because there's the ideal scenario where we add two attackers to our shopping cart this transfer window. But
That's how Martial is getting sold. Martial is definitely on that sold. I saw him
who's
walking
gonna
past
buy him though?
Saudi Arabia. Who else? We talked about this. It's
Just
heavily
sit
linked.
down. They all know, even the Saudis know Martial he can't even walk through the sand and not injure
As long as he
himself.
get his piece, man. That's what he's all. As long as he get his Benjamins, 200K, 250 a week, like, he's happy. You know what I mean? Saudi can pay that, and it's tax free over there. You can even offer lower wages in Saudi Arabia because there's no tax. People keep forgetting, right? They don't pay tax there. Not in UAE, not in Saudi, not in on these GCC countries. They don't pay tax. So you can offer them actually lower wages. But if you're paying 200K a week, tax free, I mean, if you're playing in UK, how much is the tax on that? 60%, 50, right? So why wouldn't you go to Saudi if it's tax free? Now you can understand what, like, the likes of what's his name, Wolves.
Yeah, Ruben Neves.
Ruben Neves, why he went there? Tax free money, baby. They offer him big cash. Ooh, my football career is short. Why not sit there for 1 or 2 years, cash in? I'm a millionaire all of a sudden. Obviously, played for Wolves. They didn't pay him that much, but you go to Saudi, you pay cash free, living the vida loca, living in a nice compound, pools, nannies, all that schmannies. You are king for for 3 years. Why
And
not?
Ruben Neves was actually honest about it. He said in an interview that this was his chance to win a trophy for his family and his life.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
now he got money for he's set for the rest of his life. That's the thing. He was
The thing is,
I would say like 40,000 a week at Wolves, maybe.
I just
And-
want to round up this topic to remind people that most of these footballers, including Zlatan Ibrahimovic, including Martinez, including all these players, they came from poor conditions. Even Conte, remember, they were poor. They didn't have anything. The only thing that had was a football. They came home hungry. Alcoholic father, alcoholic mother, stuff like that. So their way out was playing football, and the money that they earn now, they're supporting the families, right? You might have 6 siblings. You're sending on the latest. You get sponsored by Adidas. They get him all that stuff, right? So of course, money plays a part because you grow up poor. money, you're good at football, this is your tool, and you have a
Mm,
short-lived career. So you want to sort of maximize your earning as much as possible. It makes sense. So if money is your motivating factor rather than winning trophies, that's another thing. Or which club you or shirt you play for, you can understand that as well, because football has changed. The mentality of the players changed as
mm.
well. That leads me into Harry Kane, like I was going to do. I don't want to talk about him anymore, but Poppy, you know what I'm talking about, right? How many
I wouldn't
siblings
say
do you
the
have to send?
mentality, Mick. I wouldn't necessarily say the mentality has changed. I'd say the opportunities, the landscape of opportunities has changed, and that just means you as a person who has the opportunity to earn money or earn trophies. You kind of carve out your own story. There's more than just one story. You
Yeah.
know, and it's just the new reality that we have to get used to, that we'll see even younger talent going to Saudi Arabia, and MLS is going to have to respond somehow to this Saudi thing as well, because they don't want to go down. The
Yeah.
World Cup is coming in, so there has to be even there's going to be more choices for more for players, and it's just it's not really about really the mentality, so to speak. It's
Yeah.
more just what they could
I,
do with their lives.
if you're like me, just to comment on Madhouse here, they said they support the cousins in the neighborhood too. I can relate to that because you know what? I come from that story. My father and my parents, they grew up in poor Yugoslavia back then. If you remember the country Yugoslavia that was torn apart, dad was a semi-professional footballer, got an opportunity to go to Sweden to play and work, and this is where I was born, right? But the cousins, everyone was sending, oh, can you send me the latest Nike Air Jordan shoes? And everyone wanted something. So you do support your neighborhood too, right? Your cousins, everyone wants something, because all of a sudden, oh, you're a capitalist, you live in a European country, everyone thinks you're like a multi-billionaire. So you come down there with your latest car, and everyone, ooh, look at that, you're a capitalist, you're doing well. But as a matter of fact, they work like dogs. My mom and dad, they worked 2 jobs, man. And plus dad was trying to play football until he got banned for life for knocking the hell out of a referee that was prejudiced and racist. So he basically gave him the biggest uppercut I ever seen. I was 6 years old, standing on the liner, and I saw this referee. I swear to God, that was a Mike Tyson punch. He flew like 2 meters up in the air. And that will never forget. But dad regretted for the rest of his life that he knocked that, because that ended up his football career. Jarvis
Mm.
Cocker, big up for chatting. Understand Manchester United are now submitting first an official offer for Rasmus Højlund next week. Yes. 100%.
Seconds ago, Fabrizio posted this.
Oh, well, I was before Fabrizio even to mention this, because I speak to the intermediate camp. I always, if you go back into my videos, I said, yes, the way they are, by my understanding. Should we talk about Rasmus Højlund or before we round up the stream?
It's the
Okay.
latest, so yes.
Yeah, that's big up. And maybe Rushman, who can also confirm this. But the way we spoke about this, I call it regurgitation, So the new Manchester United, since this is also the title of the new Manchester United, it also entitles how we are recruit, how we are operating. Starts also with Matt Hargreaves, starts with the analysis of Ten Hag. As you know, Jarvis, he appointed. So Ten Hag has made a persona profile to say, I need this type of persona profile striker with these attributes. The analyst goes and does plug in all the nice figures and data into the system, and out comes X amount of players out to fit that demand. That is the start of your shortlist. Now Rasmus Højlund has been on Ten Hag's radar. He said, I really want this striker. So what they've done with Hargreaves now is clear and obvious. Gone to Atalanta, spoken to intermediates, come to agreement with Rasmus to say, are you interested? Rasmus has declared that, yeah, I will only want to play for United. He's sold. You know what? His heart is set, right? No matter what, PSG can come and weigh 100 million, he will never go.
Mm.
He wants to play for United. And that's major important thing. So, okay, that is an acceptance for them to move forward. Now, they've been facing the obstacle with Lee Congerton and Atalanta's side, but they have kind of played it that way to say, I know he's worth 50 million, but I'm going to put a price up here, 80, just to not sell them short. Because if you put them on 50, then United is going to haggle down to 45, 35, whatever. So I always said that the price will end up on 60 million euros, basically on meeting in the middle. And the reason why, because on the current market evaluation, United has a fixed evaluation based on the data they have received. Right? You can just go on Transfermarkt to see how much it's worth. And there've been sort of astute negotiation with congregants and all them, sitting there for a week and a half discussing. So once they sort of put in a bid, that will be the bid that they've discussed. Everything is cross-checked, meaning all the image rights, agent fees, salary for him, the number of transactions, if it's going to be a 4-year, 5-year, how much cash up front, those kind of things. That's been checked. So what United is doing now to reduce that bottleneck, they are preparing everything. So once they all agreed, they're just going to send in the offer or the contract to say here, and that's going to be accepted. So if this is going to happen, I said within the 10 days, I think he will be a United player. That's what I've been hearing. They've been, even if we are on tour, they're still negotiating through intermediates. So if Fabrizio is coming out to say that it's a bid coming in tomorrow, I don't put a timeline on this. It's not important. What is important is that we get the player, and how much, it's not my concern, because we are not the accountants, we are not the KPI holders of Manchester United. We just want to get the player. So I don't know if you agree, but that is a double deal. And the next thing is Amrabat. Amrabat is possible because first priority is to get Haaland, second is to get Amrabat. Amrabat knows the situation. They've spoken to him many times, to the intermediate with Mohammed as well, his agent. So it's a matter of time. We've seen Elanga's going for 50 million. Telles is going out the door. Henderson's going out the door. Most likely, Fred is going to Fulham. You have money there, and then you can go to buy the Amrabat, which is going to be around 25 million, 30 million euros. But I think it's going to end up on 25 million euros, to be honest. And that is cheap. That is the same quality as a Declan Rice, or even better, for 25 million. So these are the key signings that can elevate us, according to my opinion. And what happens to Harry Maguire is going to be interesting. It's very difficult to be on high wages, but if we get rid of Harry Maguire, most likely we'll get another centre-back at the end of the window. Harry Kane to United, don't know. We see what happens. But the main priority target is to get Haaland in. That's the latest update.
Well, the thing is, I think we are playing a dangerous game at the moment because we have no strikers. And next, it's not many days until we have 1st of August. The season is coming fast.
3-4 weeks.
The longer time it goes, the more desperate we will be.
It will happen.
So
it will happen this week.
A dangerous game in my mind. We should have had this striker in before the season started. So now I think we are wasting our time on Haaland. If you can't get it done, move on. That's
not the way it works, Jarvis. To be honest, I'm sorry to call you out on that one. It doesn't work like this, Jarvis. It's not so easy. In the past, there used to be 4 or 5 people in negotiating. Nowadays, when you negotiate, there's about 15 people involved in one deal. It takes time, right? It takes time. So what United is doing is what I explained to you in the past, is they want to make sure that everything is there. So once they agreed on everything, there will not be a rejection. So you have to come back with a third, second bid offer,
Yeah. I think we can make this deal happen. But the thing is, I'm afraid if time goes and we will get desperate, they will catch us with our pants down, and we will have to overpay. That's the problem. You saw what happened with Antony last season. That's not long.
Yeah, but that was last season, though, mate. That was last season.
Done him 45 million, and we paid 90.
But excuse me, that was last season. You're not looking at this season with Matt Hargreaves in the helms. When did we overpay this season?
It's the same transfer team, though.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't you see the same club? I mean, God, don't you freaking see the changes? What's going on right now? The 2 deals that we've been going on, have there been delays? Onana deal was done in 2-3 weeks. Come on, guys.
I mean, Mount. It took a while. All these things. They are taking a while. It's not. It's not like we can say there hasn't been delayed.
Are you kidding me? Mount they wanted 80 million for. What did we get him? 50 plus 5 or 50 plus 6?
But when did Mount start? When the FA Cup. As soon as we finished the FA Cup until when it had the here we go. It's been like 3 weeks almost. You know,
Yeah, but it's
don't
not
you?
about here we go. It's not about here we go. It's about getting the right player in for the Ten Hag. Don't you get
No,
it?
but
It's like
why are other teams able to do it faster and we can't?
because we are Manchester United. Manchester United tax of the old. You're getting in the new blood, new chief negotiator. Of course, he's got to battle what freaking Ed Woodward has done, destroyed the whole market to say we can buy anyone for anything. Of course, they're going to slap on 30% extra Manchester United tax. But this is the changes. If you guys cannot see this, we got 2 players over the line. And did we overpay? No. According to my opinion, Mason Mount is an 80 million pound player. 100%. No matter if he's got 1 year left on his contract, what did we get him for at the end of the day?
2 more transfers and then we can judge. Right now, we've only just had 2 transfers, and then I don't feel a big temperature change.
Okay, point number 2. Point number 2. Because now I'm fired up. Point number 2 is you got to look at the inflation rates from the striker. It's a dry market regarding strikers. Everyone wants a striker. True or false?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everyone wants a striker. Bayern wants a striker. Real wants a striker.
Yeah, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG,
everyone is after
Chelsea.
striker. So you can see the inflation prices, what's going on at the moment. From last year to this year, it's about like, well, how can I say, almost like a 40% inflation rate on the prices. Moises Caicedo, they now want like, Chelsea's going in like, getting the bid rejected for 70. He's going to go for 100 million. They have the right to demand. You see what RB Leipzig is doing for their Guardiola all of a sudden, quoting 115 million for this player. This is mad prices all of a sudden from last season. So football operation cost has gone up. So how can you say that? In a way, you got to understand that this is not like something that happens over one night. This is something that's been going on, discussions that's been outside the media. Even Mason Mount was done already in January in discussions on closed doors. If you go back and listen to what Mason Mount was saying, once I found out in January that Manchester United was interested, that was a done deal for me. That's the only club I wanted. He said that person in an interview. So what that tells you what's going on behind the hood that you don't understand. It's pretty much negotiations are taking place. It's not that negotiations taking place in 2-3 weeks' time.
I understand all of this, Mick. I'm not saying we're not getting Haaland in. What I'm saying is we are gambling at.
No, but I'm reacting on you saying that why we're taking so much time. There's so much PTSD on that comment. I'm trying to educate you to say this is not the point. That is my point, Jarvis.
I agree, and you make a great point, Mick. I agree with you, but I'm just saying time is running. I know we're soon in August, and we still don't have a striker. And we're getting more and more desperate.
What does and
they can catch us with their pants down. You know who we're dealing with. You say yourself in Atalanta. He knows. He did it before with Maguire.
But does it matter when we get him?
For Maguire.
Does it matter when, or does it matter, that we get him? There's 2 separate things here, Jarvis. You are representing the PTSD syndrome here by you saying, "Oh, you said it yourself that we should walk away." That is the old statement. So that's why I'm questioning you. Does it matter that should we just walk away and just waste everything that we've done, or should we just embrace that we're actually getting the player that Ten Hag wants? That's the question.
I think Jarvis wants a ruthlessness mentality in our transfer strategy. It's like we it seems like we do. We're pushovers. Look at how this whole thing is just playing out. Like fine,
I understand.
What I'm trying to
say. This is what I'm trying to say. Haven't you guys noticed in this transfer market, we are acting different? We are acting like a club.
I haven't noticed yet. It's not a significant difference. It's just 2 transfers. Let
tell me when we actually signed a player in the middle of June. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. How long time was that ago? Jesus Christ. We got Mason Mount over the line. We got Onana in the line. So why are people still panicking? Honest to God, this is the quickest transfer window we had for years. Don't you see it, guys? Or am I just pulling a rabbit out of the hat here?
But it's hard with the PTSD. We as Man United fan, we have been experienced this, like deadline day, we signed Cavani, and suddenly we signed Ronaldo deadline day, and all of that, and we overpay for Sancho and Maguire and Antony dos Santos, and and the deals go on and on and on, and we
Okay.
had the same
How many
thing.
players has City signed?
Well,
Zero.
they are,
I mean,
yeah.
City is
How many
you know,
players has Arsenal signed? 3.
But the thing is with the PTSD, it's hard. And at the moment, my warning lights are starting to blink a little bit because time is running out. And it doesn't seem like we have other options than Højlund. I would like us
No,
to like
I'm
work
just
on. I
saying,
would like the news and
why
media to
just
cover
sit back
several of
and
these.
relax? If this is a Ten Hag signing, you got to be patient. That's why I'm saying. And then I'm doing logical comparison. Say, how many have City signed? You said 0. How many has Arsenal signed? 3. We have signed 2. We're working on 2 deals to get him in. What does it matter? As long as you get the Ten Hag signings, priority time, first
that's true.
targets that he wants. That's the difference. Okay, you can go back when in the past the manager didn't get his first target, he get his second, third. No, he get his third choice target. So you tell me it's not the difference. That's why I'm trying to challenge him. I'm not going at you, but I'm just tired of this PTSD syndrome. And just look at the real case scenario. Look around you outside Manchester United. What are people doing? How much have Liverpool signed? What are the other people doing business? We don't care as long as we get our targets in. And that is the Manchester United way. This is the new Manchester United. What the title is about this video today, right? It's not that I'm angry or anything. I'm just like telling you guys, like, wake up, see. I understand the PTSD and everything from the past, but we are turning the page. Ten Hag is in control. You see that Ten Hag is in control, clear and obviously. Fire sale, all these players letting go left sides, youth kid, you're not good enough, you're going. So that's what I'm saying. So the fallacy, what I'm saying to you, it's nothing personal, Jarvis. But when you said we should walk away if this takes too long, this is what I'm reacting on, and this is what I want to correct.
Yep, it's okay. Good debate, and it's good to like talk about stuff like this. It's important. I think I'm like a little bit torn because of the PTSD, but I believe you. I think we have turned the page in the transfer window. I think we are doing better.
Tenor, I'm playing nice, Mr. Ruby. I'm nice. Don't worry. But I'm just scared, like, when I pick up on a word like that, I want to challenge your opinion. Nothing like, I love you, man. You know I love you, right?
It's okay. No hard feelings. It's okay to just have a chat. I love talking about football.
Yeah. But I want to just correct this because this is what the channel is all about. Be real, right? So I just wanted to correct that to say, what do you mean with that? Walk away. So does that mean that we just have to throw all the hard work that we've done and just walk away? I mean, I don't think so.
I'm really curious what the VAR room thinks. Like, do people actually feel what about this topic? Like, do people feel like Manchester United this season, this transfer window is moving a little bit different, or is it the same? That's actually a real question.
1 or 2 in the chat. And then if I'm wrong, then you can call me a prat.
1 meaning it's the same. 2 meaning
one is yes, it's moving differently. And if it's a 2, that means a no. That means that Mick is a prat. Because I just laid down all the. I just presented you with all the facts and evidence, and then it's up to you to decide, right? That's the thing, right? I did it in the most compelling way, but without no hard feelings, So maybe you took it the wrong way. I don't know. I hope I didn't offend you, but it was just constructive in a way.
Yes. No offense taken.
Yeah.
Cooper Andy, he puts in a 1.
Mick is not a prat.
William Connolly, Adam.
Jury's out. Come on.
No.
Am I going to be guilty? Am I going to get a red card here? VR room, Simbin. So far, you saved me. 1. Big up for everyone is playing. RG's 1. You're nuts. Yeah, I know I'm nuts, guys. Sometimes. 1. Thank you. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. No, I hope I made my point, guys. Seriously, I hope you sort of understood, because me working in the transfer market understand exactly how it works. So You know, it's not just a FIFA career. It's a lot of hard work and negotiations, and anything can happen. Like, you know, you think you have a deal, you know, it's blue skies, happy days. You walk out, you know, from that meeting, and next thing you get backstabbed, and things are turning around. Like you saw with Guardiola here, they were not happy that this information was leaked out. Obviously, they wanted to keep it silent, and that's why they say, "Fuck off, we're not gonna." You know what? Okay, Alien Tenor says two because of what? Goldbridge told me to vote it.
That is
You're-
a bloody joke.
That is a bloody joke. What do you want? A cup of tea, your best stats, right? You might as well put a Glazers in t-shirt. Now, seriously, guys,
Be nice.
That-
Be nice.
I am
Goldbridge, be
nice. You know me as the nicest person, but you know that's the thing. I just wanted to
Mano
correct.
says if we get rid of McAverage and Maguire, then I say 1.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, does it have to be? If we can't get rid of the fridge, you know, that means that fridge will do an Mbappe. He will pretty much sit on the bench. You know, we still
And-
having a striker problem, yeah, but we are working on it. It's going to come in more ruthlessness, more ruthlessness. In terms of ruthlessness, then you can look at the outs. That is ruthless. Flip it around on the outs. Look at the ruthlessness on the out. Who's going out, right? Red
Jamie
card
Vardy
revoked,
said
boss. I believe you. Thank you, sir. All right. Anyway, move to something different. What are you guys having for dinner?
Oh, I'm having steaks.
Oh, so it's on the roast steak. Yeah. You, puppy. You're going to sleep, right?
Oh, I'm going to sleep. I haven't slept. I'm going to have sleep for dinner.
Sleep for dinner. Anything that anyone wants to talk before we close the shop? Like, you know, anything that pops your mind right now? I mean, are we good with the?
Simon Heron said kiss and make up, guys.
Oh, we never argue. Come on. It's just a
Gotta have
heated
some
debate.
It's good for the show.
It's just a debate, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, I have Southern European blood in me, so I just get worked up. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the moment, I'm an American, so I take no piss.
You take, and you're red like a lobster.
Yes, I am.
No,
That's
seriously,
what
I don't
men
have
have
anything
to
else, but more to promote that tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow is your show, Jarvis, right? So tomorrow you can roast me as well, so fine. But I think Uncle Jimmy will back on tomorrow as well. He wanted to come on. But I'm having a Kobe Mano fried rice. Big up for all of you. Love the passion and the we're making fertilizer bombs here in the USA to cause civil war. Yeah, listen, big up everyone. What would I? Jesus, John Johnson says, love the passion, not taking personal. No, we don't never take personally.
No.
You know, that's why we call it real. Call a spade a spade. You know, this is the first time that I sort of show my emotions in a way, but yeah. But I just wanted to do that.
Always
because-
bring the emotions.
Oh, no, but no, I just want to sort of educate people how it really works in the real world. Like, you know, when you do the transfer market, it's not a FIFA career mode that everything happens like this. There's a lot of things that's going on, right? That's what I want to say. We can do a podcast regarding this another time. But Rushmano is saying here, McTominay is now after. This is our personal Rushmano, our personal guy that broke the 5 hours Onana to Manchester United, saying if it's McTominay now, after Mano as a midfield option for Ten Hag. Is McTominay now after Mano? Yeah, I don't know. He's on the list, mate, to be honest. So where he's gonna go? Newcastle, West Ham. What do you guys reckon?
Chelsea? They need midfielders?
Nah, I
Arabia?
think Chelsea. He's gotta go to, you know, a team of like maybe Luton Town is a good place. You know, like
Oh,
he would
Luton.
get all the game time.
Okay. Anyway, so this is yet to be seen. I mean, yeah, the transfer window is still open. What, another 45 days, I reckon. But of course, I get your point that Premier League starts in 3 weeks' time, right, Jarvis? Or when is the time of the Premier League?
I think it's 3 weeks. 3 weeks time.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rushman is saying that Brighton could make a move for McTominay. All right, they could, and that'd be a great move for McTominay. Anyone that goes
Mm,
to Brighton to play under De Zerbi would be a great move, to be honest.
mm.
No, it doesn't look like Casado is moving any further. He would be out the door at the moment. So that is another example that things could take a long time. Um, for me, as long as we get the striker, and I believe that Rasmus Højlund would come in, I think it will be. I don't want to give it a timeline, but I think we will see some development end of this week.
Madhouse
you call
says, I call a spade a shovel.
Yeah. But guys, what do you think? I mean, if you kind of remove your PTSD, think a little bit forward, think how advanced this deal is. If United all of a sudden made all this negotiation as explained and they're putting in the bid, when do you reckon he will be a United player? Should we do a harder meter on that one, people? I do the harder meter. Let's do the harder meter. People get into the chat.
So when he becomes
I mean, a need for speed. So, guys, let us know what you think. If United put in a bid tomorrow, when do you think he will be a Manchester United player? It will clear and obvious not being part of the US tour, right?
it's gonna get rejected. Then United are gonna come back and put in a better, slightly better bid, and then that's gonna get rejected. And then after the third time, that's what's look at Mick's face. Look at Mick's face.
Poppy, hang on a second. Is that the way you operating? When you proposed to your wife, did you get rejected and you came back with a bigger ring and more money and offering to say, I'll buy you Papa house or like what they did with the what's his name, Gascoigne, right? They bought him like his sister or sonbed, right? As an offer package. Seriously. Okay, keep going, man.
No, I enjoyed that, like the meter that we just saw.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no. I mean, it could be. I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks is about the time, maybe. Right when the season starts. That's when we're gonna get our striker.
I don't know. Jamie Wayne is saying Tuesday, Wednesday. It's too early, man. I think if a bid gets in, you can take it from take the blueprint of Onana, right? Onana, probably 1 week after. Yeah.
I'm afraid to say my opinion, but I will.
No, you go ahead.
If I speak,
I think Congerton will drag this out, and only because of Congerton, because what he did with us with Maguire, he will drag this out because he's a tough bargain. It's like it's like bargaining with Daniel Levy.
Yeah, Poppy.
I think this will take time, and I believe minimum 3 weeks.
Okay. You always been conservative, so yeah, I let you have that one. But I'm gonna remind you guys: have you heard of this publication called the Jungle Telegraph? Have you heard of it?
I heard of it. Yeah.
I heard of the Telegraph, but not the Jungle Telegraph.
Yeah, you know who's the head of the Jungle Telegraph? Congoton.
Yeah.
Gotcha, Congoton. Telegraph News, right? Jungle News.
Man. Oh man.
Jungle News. How do you get the message across? Like Congoton. A bad joke. Bada bing. Mickey, get the red card. I'm gonna remove myself. Yeah, no, of course, if you're gonna play it that way, play it safe, play it 3 weeks. But I certainly believe that eriktenhag is saying, with another super chat coming in here, I save it for Jarvis. Walk away. Oh, come on. You're not gonna get emotions from me already.
Now they're just triggering you.
Yeah, I already blew my fuse. What they say,
But thanks for the super chat, Alien.
Thank you again.
You're legend.
Listen, you're legend. I don't want to, as I said, I don't want to put a timeline. I'm dead serious. For any of these signings this season, I don't expect a timeline. I am not the one that holds the budget, so what do I care? What I care is what I said, clear and obvious. As long as we get the first target what Ten Hag wants, I'm happy. come what may, whatever it comes in. But I don't know. I just judge it based on not the speed it's going to be, but I judge it on the transfer window of actually getting the first line target what Ten Hag wants, and then you can judge it, right? And then we kick on. So, but I do get that you want to get him over the preseason and stuff like that. Well, when did we ever get players over the preseason? Ten Hag got 2 players over the preseason. Yeah, we're going to see Onana playing on Wednesday, aren't we? Right? I think we're playing Wednesday, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're playing
Oh, yeah.
Madrid, right? Yes.
Yeah. So how long is the US tour for? Who else are we playing in US? That's it.
Wrexham.
Wrexham, yeah?
Next game.
Wrexham,
And then-
not West Ham.
West Ham,
Yeah.
Wrexham, and then we fly off, or then we play Real Madrid.
I'm searching it now.
Yeah, I can't remember what's after Real Madrid. Honestly, Dortmund.
Dortmund,
Tuesday the 25th, we have Wrexham, and then we have Real Madrid the day after, actually.
And then Lens.
Yeah.
It's stacked. It's quite.
Dortmund, Lens, Athletic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
All right,
then
guys. So basically, I think we're playing Wrexham and then we leave US, right? That's the end of US tour. Right. So there's no point of then if you get if you get an Amrabat and Højlund, they probably join up after the US tour. So it's not too late. But as I said, I don't want to give a timeline. So whatever you guys think, it's up to you. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But I said my piece, basically. What matters for me is that Ten Hag gets the right targets in and that we actually get him over the line. That's what matters. And that's what we should look at and then kick on the season. RC Lens will be at you will be at RC Lens. Wow, cool. Wicked. All right.
Hey, shout out to Alien being at RC Lens.
Yeah,
that's great.
All right,
that's great.
It's been a fun stream, guys, and we had mixed bag of emotions. I was never emotional. I was just trying to be factual. Please, I already won by giving me a 1, but next time I will shut up. Tomorrow it's Poppy, not Poppy's. It's your show, so you run the stream tomorrow, mate. So I will be the guest. No problems. I will go in the sim bin. But I hope you're all right. It's been a fantastic Sunday. You got to go as well. I got to have some Sunday roast. Mad things are happening. My father called me. Wish you all the best. I love my father. Love you all. You're my family. Everyone, big up everyone in the VR room. I had too much coffee, if you can hear. Poppy, you look tired. You're running your second win. You haven't slept yet.
No, have not slept yet.
So tomorrow you wake up. Tomorrow you wake up fresh as a daisy, and new day, Monday. Listen, people, fantastic for all of you. Before we go, is there anything else in the VR room?
Nah, yeah.
Sit back tomorrow. Come on, man. It's like, all right. Wrexham is on apparently on Wednesday at 2:30. My God, is that UK time?
Yes, UK.
It's time for the UK to feel what the rest of the world has been feeling. All the United fans.
ain't gonna be post-match reaction for that one. That I can guarantee.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Listen, enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy your Monday. See you back tomorrow for Jarvis Cocker's Corner. We're gonna be there. I think Uncle Jimmy wants to join. Do you have any other guests you have in mind, Jarvis? Or?
Yeah, Stu might come on, but we'll see tomorrow. Yeah,
Stu Woolley. Listen, Jarvis, say hello to your beautiful family. You're looking red in your face, but it's the where are you now? That's the sunshine.
Now I'm in Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
No sun?
Yeah, the sun is shining. It's 90 outside, so about 30 degrees. So it's warm.
Yeah. Thanks for all the energy, man. And good luck to you and your family. See you tomorrow. Poppy, always good to see you. Thank you for providing these beautiful images yesterday and sharing your experience for the stadium today. Cheers, all.
Love. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys.
Yes. It's been an amazing show. And thank you so much. Let's peace, love, and onana. We changed it from banana. So Jamie Wen is saying peace, love, and onana. Guys, close off the VR room. It's time to go. Thank you for whoever. Hang on, who was? Hang on, what happened? I just want to shout out. Thank you for DW Digital for becoming a first team member as well. That's massive. Like you're playing for the teammates. So listen, I posted up a members video. It's there for members only. If you want to watch it, it was me doing my 11 minutes walk and talk reflections. It's all out there. Thank you so much for coming in. And Jarvis, love you, brother.
Back to you.
Yes, that's all, folks. See us.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.